All right, welcome into the draw here for the 2026 Men's Division One College National Championships, April 24 to 26 in Raleigh, North Carolina. We have 7 teams entering Men's Division One this year that are split into 4 pots. There will be one group of 4 and one group of 3, the Pot 1 teams. The pots are drawn on the basis of last year's Collegiate National Championship results combined with this year's results. They have the results in combination where we don't need to go through how we weighted those shares because the results are actually redoubled. So West Point Black and Carolina, last year's gold medal match from the Collegiate National Championships in Division One, are also first and second place, respectively, in wildcard points across all adult and college sanctioned competitions across the country this year. So they are the Pot 1 teams. Pitt and West Point Gold, who played for bronze in last year's College National Championships, are also the Trailblazer Conference champion and the third place team in terms of the entered teams in wildcard points across the current USATH season, respectively. They become Pot 2. Ohio State and Air Force are the Pot 3 teams as the runner-up at Trailblazer Conference Championships for Ohio State, and Air Force trailing other entered teams in wildcard points based on results from this year. They also were the 5th and 6th place match in last year's Division I College National Championship. So we have very linear tracking there. San Jose State being the lone Pot 4 team, moving up from men's Division II at last year's College National Championships and not having any official competitive results for us to factor in. Becomes as I say, very linear calculation for where the pots fall. So the way that this will work is that we'll be drawing specifically for Group A. The corresponding pot team will be put into Group B. So that is, if West Point Gold, for example, as a Pot 2 team is drawn into Group A, then Pittsburgh will become the Pot 2 team in Group B. San Jose State as the 4th and lone Pot 4 team, if they are drawn before Pots 1, 2, and 3 in Group A are filled, they will be in Group A. If they are the last team standing on the wheel, then they'll be in Group B, and Group B will be the 4-team group. So we'll go through this as we go. We'll shuffle these up a little bit and do a test spin just so that you can see how the wheel works. We'll get a couple samples in here just so that you can see the randomization of the results. So, San Jose State comes up first. If that were the case in reality, they would automatically go into Group A. Do a couple more test spins here. As you can see, Ohio State there, that would put them in Group A along with San Jose State in the 4-team group. If we just kept this going, obviously we'd be removing these teams from the wheel as we went. A couple more test spins here to make sure that we can get to the other side of the wheel at some point. Again, San Jose State would be removed at this point, but just making sure that we actually don't end up moving up or down. The fact that we have 3 out of 4 San Jose State spins here, we want to keep testing for some sense of randomness here, and we don't seem to be getting it with 4 out of 5 for San Jose State. If we do that again, then what we'll do is shuffle between each spin to do so. Again, we've only been on the right half of the wheel as we consider it from the front side with Ohio State, San Jose State, and Ohio State Team Handball Club coming up. And because we seem to be getting a similar sort of spin every single time, what we'll do is, you see that shuffle button up in the top left, is that as we remove teams, we'll hit shuffle a couple times, which moves teams around the wheel. And we'll do that at random to ensure that we're not getting an overweighted randomness based on the fact that, given our 7 test spins, all ending up on one side, with San Jose State being selected 5 times, we obviously want to make sure that there's correction there to make this random. The shuffle function combined with the spin on the wheel will help us accomplish that. So that in mind, we will go ahead, and this is the first official spin. The team that is selected here will go directly into Group A of the 2026 Men's Division I College National Championships. So we'll shuffle and spin. And with that, Ohio State University Scarlet will be the Pot 3 team in Group A, meaning that Air Force Academy Team Handball Club will go into Group B. So we will remove those 2 accordingly. Hit shuffle at random here and hit click very quickly before we can process who's where. And with that, West Point Gold is drawn into Group A, joining Ohio State University Scarlet, meaning that Pitt will join Air Force in Group B. So we will remove that. All right. And so just to clarify how this runs here, if West Point Black or Carolina is drawn, they will go into Group A, and the remaining two teams will go into Group B. If San Jose State is drawn, then we have two more spins because San Jose State will go into Group A, making them a 4-team group, and then we will spin between the two Pot 1 teams. So we will determine whether we have one or two more spins after we get this last one done. And it looks like it will be Carolina Team Handball Club into Group A, putting West Point Black and San Jose State University into Group B. So what that means in terms of scheduling is that Group A, Carolina Team Handball Club, West Point Gold, Ohio State University Scarlet, they will play a round robin of 2 games amongst themselves. The number 1 seed will advance directly to the quarterfinal. The number 2 finisher will be the home team in a quarterfinal match. The number 3 team will be the quote-unquote away team in a quarterfinal match. For Group B, West Point Black and Pittsburgh, as the Pot 1 and Pot 2 teams, will play exact schedules. They will both play Air Force Academy and San Jose State University. The same can be said of Air Force and San Jose State University. They will play 2 matches in group play against West Point Black and Pittsburgh. The result will be that any ties that need to be broken for second place can be determined by a head-to-head for example, if Pitt and West Point Black tie in second place or Air Force and San Jose State tie in second place, they will not have played each other, but they will have 2 common opponents against which the scoring differential first by goal differential, or I should say first by results, which presumably they're tied, playing the same schedule, so they would have to have the same results, then by goal differential, then by goals for. Okay, so that is the schedule, and the 4th place team in Group B is the only team that will not advance to the quarterfinals. They will await the 2 defeated teams that are played in the quarterfinals, and they will play those 2 teams for 5th, 6th, and 7th place seedings after the 2 teams from quarterfinals advance to the semifinals. So again, 2 group stage matches followed by a quarterfinals with 2 byes and a semis into a finals to be determining the national champion on Sunday. Really great to have this field. Looking forward to it. And with that, our draw is concluded.